Now when I look back, I sort of, look at my journey into three big buckets. First, there is a survival mode, then there
Mhm.
is an acclimatization mode, and then there is
Mm.
probably an adjustment and a growth mode. The survival mode is about your three basic things that you need in life:
Mhm.
housing, clothing, and shelter. And
Mm.
nowadays, you need a SIM card also, right? And an internet connection. Even when you look at these smaller nuances, we walked down and we found a convenience store there. And the first thing that I saw was there are 20 different types of milk, five different type of tea bags. It took us about 30 minutes just to figure out the bag of milk that we wanted and the box of tea leaves that we wanted to use. Something
Okay.
as small as making one cup of tea, which is your first go to thing in the morning, now becomes a
Yeah.
struggle in your survival mode. Culturally speaking, I don't eat beef, so I have to be cautious wherever I do. I check the ingredients of the food to label on what's there, what's not
Yeah.
there. The second thing which I think in the survival mode comes in is your clothing. We heard the concept of layering up
Mm.
in winters. When you come into this adverse environment, you overlayer, then you underlayer, and then you find the right
Yeah.
spot. Those are the things that you tend to be in your survival mode where you're trying to just understand how to get through the basic necessities of the life. Over the next days to weeks, you start getting a grip of these things. That's when you shift really quickly into the acclimatization zone. This is
Mm.
when the realities of moving into a new country are starting to hit you. If you're coming as an international student, you need to figure out your bus routes, your housing, your class schedules. Most of us will also need to be having a part-time job to get our expenses done. If you're coming as a professional immigrant, you have to figure out a livable space because you're coming in with your family. Then you have to figure out a job that
Mm.
will help you sustain not just one, but the number of people in your family. So, this is where you now need to
Mhm.
start acclimatizing to the realities of the new world. Once you are in acclimatization comfortably there, you start thinking about making the most of what this country has to offer for you. Can you do better in the job? Make a switch to get a higher paying job. And then you start thinking upon if you
Mhm.
can afford the mortgage, what side of house do I need to buy for now? What type of car would my
Yeah.
family be more comfortable in? All those things that come as goodness of this country is what you start to look at.